Ever tried cooking dinner in the dark, or setting up a tent with a flashlight clenched between your teeth? Good camp lighting isn't just a luxury, it should be your first and best campsite upgrade. It gives you your hands back, makes everything easier, and brings comfort, convenience, and safety to every outdoor adventure. So I've recently been overhauling my camp setup. I'm getting away from white gas right now, and one of the things that's changing is late night camp lighting. There's a lot of times I roll into camp after sundown, and it's nice to have something to help you set up camp. And I need something bright, versatile, but also easy to carry and holds up to a very bumpy off-road experience. And so I've been looking at, there's many electric options out there, and I actually had BougeRV contact me because they had a new light they were showing off, and I thought that is perfect timing. Please get it out to me as quick as possible because I am very much in need right now. And I was very happy with the 12-volt refrigerator of theirs I'd used before. They are very electric equipment oriented, and I noticed that's becoming very popular in a lot of overlanding now. And so I was like, yeah, let's see if we can get a good lighting solution. It seems like everything with camping and overlanding is going all electric now, and it's not a trend I'm a big fan of. I think some people go overboard. You shouldn't have to bring a whole lot of power so you can power microwaves or electric toasters and electric coffee makers, but lighting is one thing that does really well with electricity, especially with low power draw LEDs. There's a lot of times when I'm doing photography and stuff that I will be at a distant overlook as the sun goes down, and then I need to return to camp in the dark, and sometimes I'm still looking for that camp at that point. It's not pre-set up. So being able to set things up in the dark and function in the dark is very important. Like I said, one of my biggest drawbacks with the lantern I've been using is that it's not holding up to the abuses of the trail. I need something a little more reliable, and I think this might be it. BougeRV states that it takes 4.5 hours to fully charge the light, and it gives you 60 hours of battery life. It's IP54 waterproof, so you can use it out in the rain, and extends from 14.9 inches to 64.2 inches. The lamp is smaller than I anticipated, which is nice. Inside, it's completely self-contained. It includes everything needed. This is much smaller than I thought. For example, here it is next to a typical Stanley mug. So let's open it up here. There's the lamp. Inside we have 3 small pegs and a USB-C charging cord. A basic cord, pretty simple. It essentially comes with everything you need. It's all self-contained and packs up really small. I like that it includes a protective carrying case. It keeps everything together and prevents scratches. The light feels robust. It's a plastic and metal construction. Plastic here, metal here, very solid. It has a decent heft to it. This makes sense as it likely houses a bunch of batteries. I appreciate the reflective tape, making it easier to see in the dark. Since it's designed for use after dark, it's a thoughtful little feature. I've seen larger lamps, often bulky setups with a mount on a separate light stand. I've worked with those types of photography light stands before and find them cumbersome. So I like that this is a compact tripod and light integrated into one unit. Down here, a small cover protects the USB-C charging port and indicates battery power levels. I do like this small hanging loop on the bottom. It's not surprising, but it's one of those clever little details that I also notice with their refrigerators. There are some well thought out features. Instead of this loop flapping, a small detent secures it when pushed down, keeping it tucked in. It's really well designed. I really like its appearance and how compactly it packs in all these features. That's exactly what I look for in a product. It has slightly rubberized feet for placement on hard surfaces. However, its tall and skinny design might make it a bit top heavy. I anticipate the extendable legs will be used most of the time. There's no screw-in tripod mount, but has this hanging loop. With the lights rotated downwards, you could hang this from the top of a tent for interior illumination. There are 3 simple buttons on top: power, brightness, and color temp. For the different color modes, let's see how they appear. I'll just open it up a bit. Oh, and there's an interesting main power switch on the bottom. I believe this functions as a battery disconnect to prevent accidental power drain. So ensuring that's switched on, still no light from any of these yet, but if we press power, one light arm activates. It cycles through one arm, two arm, then all three. We also have different power settings here, 3 brightness levels and color modes, a warm glow and a bright light. It opens up and the light arms extend. They rotate and can be angled all the way up or completely down, so it offers a lot of versatility. The legs slide out from here, and you have your small tripod legs underneath for setup. The light panels are adjustable. This provides many options for directing the light, not just downwards, but also outwards or focused in one direction. Many options here. But where it truly excels for me is its ability to provide soft, ambient lighting. You can clearly see where you're walking without harsh light constantly shining in your eyes, which, when you're away from the city lights, lets you enjoy that incredible starlit sky and preserve your night vision. Beyond its ambient capabilities, the BougeRV camp lantern offers fantastic directional control, which is a huge advantage at the campsite. Think about it. If you're working on one side of your setup, you can aim the light right where you need it. This means you avoid shining a powerful beam into somebody's tent or dazzling fellow campers. As I move around the light, I essentially pop in and out of the illuminated area, demonstrating just how effectively you can contain its spread and really help maintain that peaceful campsite atmosphere. One of the biggest practical benefits I found is for campsite cooking. With its adjustable height and directional control, I can illuminate my entire prep area or stovetop perfectly. No more trying to chop vegetables with a headlamp casting shadows or having a bright light glaring back at me. This light makes nighttime cooking a breeze, ensuring that you can see every detail of what you're doing when sharp knives are involved. But the versatility doesn't stop there. When it's time to just relax around the campfire, this light adjusts really well. On its lower settings, it's quite unobtrusive, offering a soft glow for grabbing a quick snack or lighting the path to your tent at the end of the night. It also works as a personal reading light, good for looking at maps and planning your next moves. What I really like is how a single bar on low power can feel a lot like the warm light of a dying campfire, setting a nice mood without being too bright. So what are some pros and cons? We'll start out with the cons. These twisting points should be handled with care. They rotate a little more than 270 degrees, but there's a limit, so you shouldn't force it. Having experimented with the lights, I wish there were clearer operating instructions. Reading the manual is necessary. For instance, the main power button activates the panel lamps, but it also features a small flashlight on the end. To turn that on when the main light is off, the color mode button controls the flashlight. Additionally, pressing and holding it activates an SOS signal. Hopefully you'll never need it, but its activation isn't very intuitive. I find myself clicking buttons somewhat randomly, forgetting the correct sequence. Am I supposed to push and hold this one? No. Do I push and hold this one? There we go. In an emergency, I'd likely forget this procedure. I noticed a similar aspect with their refrigerator. Many features, but the manual is essential. While reading manuals is advisable, some external indicators for modes would be beneficial, especially for the flashlight mode, which could be quite useful. It's not the most powerful flashlight, but it's a nice little add-on, especially if walking from your car in the dark to where you'll set this up. This offers a small light to guide you on your way before deploying the main lantern. One feature I like is the small plastic piece on the end of the arm. It tucks into a lip at the bottom, so when closed, the arms don't easily flop out. It's actually quite difficult to pull them out unless you open the top slightly, then they pop out very easily. So it's easy to set up, but once fully compacted, they don't fall out or flop open unintentionally. There's also a detent for the small legs. They slide easily once unhooked, but when pushed in, they click securely, preventing any sliding. All in all, I'm generally impressed by the BougeRV Telescopic camping lantern. It's a very versatile lighting setup for any camping trip, and it's surprisingly compact, definitely smaller than many of the lanterns I've used before. While I've had a couple minor nitpicks, they're easily outweighed by all the smart features and clever design. Its basic functions are intuitive and easy to use right out of the box. If you're interested in the light yourself, use the link in the video description below, along with the promo code Dustin, to get 30% off on your own purchase. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe for more, and I hope your own future camping trips are safe, inspiring, and well lit.